talked about it pregame about Damian Lillard and Chris Middleton. You guys held them to 19 points combined, them to obviously Dean Wade and Isaac Okoro with those main matchups. How would you grade their performances?
A+. I think they set the tone. Obviously we know what Dame and Chris are capable of. But I thought our guys came out and were very pointed. They were physical without fouling. But it was one of those things where they took individual challenges, but the people around them were in the support positions as well. So I thought our team defense, to start the game was elite.
George Niang, career high, 33 points. What did you see from him tonight?
The ball was going in, and we know what he's capable of. I think one of the things that we've seen is, there's more to his game than a spot shooter. You look at the touch that he has once he's able to get in the paint, how he can use his body to create those shots. But he caught a rhythm, and his teammates kept finding him, and he kept shooting it with confidence.
Tom. Was it vital to get out to that kind of a start? That they're a big man down, obviously. Was that kind of the goal?
Yeah, we
take the will out of them early?
We just wanted to be great tonight. It wasn't going to matter who was on the floor for them. I think that's just something that we're aiming to do. Obviously, it doesn't happen all the time, but I think over this stretch, we've been getting off to pretty good starts and holding leads. So, I think that's kind of our mindset is, we know how good we can be when our defense is at its best. And if we come out and play our best defense to start games, it's going to give us an advantage, and then it's a matter of how we hold on.
Jason?
You guys have been on such a tear this last month playing this way. We talked a week or so ago about Jeff and all that. When you get everyone back and healthy, have you gained anything from this that is transferable to that you can continue to play, you know what I'm saying, this way into the playoffs?
Yeah, I believe we have to be honest with you. And this is, lessons learned from playoff experience and where we were aiming to get to start this year. The year just started out so jumbled for us. We had so many guys that were in and out and that were missing, and this was going to be a change stylistically. So it was going to take us a little bit of time. You add key players, Max and those guys, Sam, George, like new guys to the team, and they're trying to figure out where they fit. And then we're changing some of the things that we've done systematically. So the guys who have been here are trying to figure out how they fit. And then you don't get a lot of reps of it because of the injuries. But, we want to be a movement team. We want to be more difficult to guard. We know we have elite one-on-one creators in Donovan and Darius and those guys. So if it gets bogged down and Karras, we can go there. But, we want teams to have to chase us. And I think, again, it just took a little bit of time for it all to come together, and I don't expect it to change. Obviously, when Evan and Darius come back, it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment period, minutes, rotations, all those things that we expect, but we don't expect this to have to change.
Nate.
Jared Allen with his 10th consecutive double-double. How impressive is that streak?
It's more, and I know the numbers are what they are, but it's more than the numbers to me. What he's doing. He's dominant on both ends of the floor. And he's dominant in a way that is needed and necessary. And it's about the team. He's still doing the job in pick and roll, right? Sometimes guys that are hunting numbers see a shot go up or a guy who's getting ready to shoot it, and they'll just run to the rim to try to catch a rebound. But Jared's doing the job that's necessary. We have to be great at finishing possessions. He understands that. So he's going to get defensive rebounds. He's touching the ball, in different spots. You see him tonight. He made his little jump shot. But his teammates are throwing him the ball, and this is the way they decided to guard him. So he's doing what it takes to win, and that's the most impressive thing about it.
Yep.
You guys are 11-3 in this stretch without Evan and Darius, and you're 2 games out of third place in these 3 games out of second place. Are you surprised at all that you guys are kind of sitting in this spot where you're at?
No. Again, I think this is what this team is capable of. We miss Darius and Evan immensely. They're going to be a huge part, obviously, of what we do moving forward. But this team historically has always banded together when its back's been against the wall. And, to a man, you see guys just continue to step up. And the way we're playing, this is a together team. Nothing we do is based on the individual, or no one is thinking about themselves. We talk about it here, like one thing you can control is, are you the best team on the floor? And I think you see, night in, night out, our guys have figured out what team looks like for this group, and we've been able to be the best team on the floor. That doesn't mean the most talented, doesn't mean the most gifted, but, we have a center focus on being the best team every night.
And with the adversity you guys dealt with to begin the season, and it felt like just a sick sucker punch when you lost Evan and Darius like that, are you proud of how your guys have just responded to this adversity and didn't let this break them apart? I know you said this is a group that always sticks together, but that could have been a moment that really could have divided you guys if it didn't go your way.
Yeah, at that point in time, you got a decision to make, right? You quit or you fight. And I never expected this group of guys to quit. So the fight came, and the results have been, what they've been.
Last two, Bob, and then Chris. When do you expect to add Pete Nance?
Say that again, sorry.
When do you expect to add Nance?
I'm assuming, and again, I got to talk to Kobe and those guys, that he'll be around as soon as possible. I do think he may still be in it back and forth between here and the Charge, but we'll get that plan in the morning.
Chris.
J.B., during this 6-game winning streak, you guys have trailed for very little throughout these games. What has it taken, what is required to sustain such a high level of basketball for such long stretches?
It's a commitment to who you are. And I think, again, our guys have done an unbelievable job of just buying in to each other and understanding, what makes us different. And what makes us good. And our defense is what makes us different and what makes us good. The offensive end of the floor, the commitment to, the style that we're playing, the sharing of the ball, everybody just doing what they do to their strength. I think there's a commitment and a buy-in to it that allows you to sustain. When you waver because you're unsure, you have doubt. I think the guys believe in what we're doing. And, again, I think it's proven to be successful.
Okay, let's go around.